If you are a Nigerian and you've been following up on the recent happenings in our political space, then you must have noticed that the activities recorded so far as regards the 2023 presidential elections seems to be different. Prior to this time, the next president of Nigeria in any election is almost known, judging by the political party the candidate is coming from. Nigeria is almost running a two-party system with the dominating political parties as the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress, the APC. Presidential elections are won between these two parties. Something is different about the forthcoming 2023 presidential elections. It seems as though Nigerians are tired of the two dominating political parties, being that these two parties only engage in blame politics instead of delivering good governance to the Nigerian people. The PDP has been in power since the return of democracy in 1999 until in 2015 when they were ousted by a rival party, the APC. Even with the transition, nothing seems to be working. The issues we have had since the creation of the Nigerian state are still the issues of today. Nigeria is still in darkness. No good infrastructures, no proper healthcare. The economy has gone from bad to worse. Insecurity has overpowered the government. Nothing seems to be working. Let me play you a video of MKO Abiola campaign jingle in 1992, 30 years ago, so you will understand better what I'm driving at. Watch this video.
Now why for this life, oh, now so palava. I tire for this problem, I tire for life, oh. Guinea, no work, no food, no house, no life. This small water, then they bring now so dirty, they pull am. This small money, I they get now social transport, they chop am. School low, now headache, hospital, no work, I tire for life, oh.
All what you've heard in that video are what will be sorted out if MKO Abiola becomes the president, are still the issues living with us today, 30 years after. So would you say we have progressed as a nation in the past 30 years? Of course, the answer is a resounding no. Nigerians have long waited for a third force to deliver the dividends of democracy to them. And it seems they have found that third force in Peter Obi candidature. Before I get to how this man was able to capture the hearts of most Nigerians, let me discuss briefly about his person. Peter Gregory Obi was born on 19 July 1961 in Onitsha, the bustling commercial market city of Anambra State. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in 1984. He has also completed numerous certifications in prestigious international universities such as Oxford, Harvard, and Cambridge. Before entering into politics, Obi had a successful banking career, rising through the ranks to become the youngest chairman of Fidelity Bank PLC. He was also the chairman of Guardian Express Mortgage Bank and Future View Security Limited. Obi is a member of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group and the Nigerian Chartered Institute of Bankers. Additionally, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan hired Obi for his presidential economic team. Peter Obi became the governor of Anambra State on the ticket of All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) from 17th March 2006 after the court overturned the claimed victory of Chris Ngige in the elections of 2003. The court case took 3 years after the disputed elections, during which Ngige stayed in office as governor. Just 6 months after Peter Obi came in as governor, he was impeached by the State House of Assembly. Obi said this was because he refused to inflate the state budget. He appealed and the impeachment was overturned, allowing him to continue from 9th February to 29th May 2007. In fresh elections that year, Obi lost the governorship to challenger Andy Oba. He ran to the courts again, arguing that he had another 3 years to serve out his unfinished first term. The Supreme Court ruled in Obi's favor, and he served out the remaining 3 years of his governorship. He then went on to win the 2010 elections, defeating Charles Soludo, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Anambra State under Obi's governorship was rated by the Debt Management Office, DMO, as the least indebted. The Senate judged the state as the most financially stable state. Obi's administration won the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation prize of $1 million for the best performing state on immunization in the Southeast. This money was used with churches to expand health care, building 10 maternal and child care centers, mostly in rural areas. Obi also won praises for investing in education, building more schools, and connecting more to the internet. Obi is said to be stingy with public funds. When he completed his term as governor, he left the Anambra Treasury with more cash than he found there. In his handover notes, he itemized all the checks he had left to ensure teachers, pensioners, and contractors were paid. In 2019, Obi was Atiku Abubakar's running mate on the People's Democratic Party (PDP) ticket, but they lost the election to incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. For the next year's election, Obi decided to run for the office of the president under the same party, PDP. But when it became clear to him that the party primary has become a game of money bags, he left the party and joined the Labour Party. He said he doesn't have shishi to give to any delegate. Today, Peter Obi is the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. The other big waste in the race has mocked him that he doesn't have the structure to become Nigeria's next president. Obi replied them. He said, "Whenever I hear of no structure, my answer to it is very simple. The 100 million Nigerians that live in poverty will be the structure. The 35 million Nigerians who don't know where their next meal will come from will be the structure. The elderly and mothers, fathers, and the older ones dying or being owed gratuity, pensions will be the structure. Also, the lecturers that are being owed and the students who are not in school will be the structure. We will create the structure and they will see what the structure is all about. The structure is about human beings." This is the person of Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, a very fine personality. Now to end this, I will play you a video of Obi that made him win the hearts of the people. Watch this video.
1 minute, I went to school. I've been to the best of schools. I've been to the best of schools. I've been to Oxford. I've been to Cambridge. I've been to all of them. And I tell you what, how many have you ever seen anybody in this country who walked into the bank and was given money based on intellectual capital? They will tell you to bring your grandmother's house, your father's old house, by the time you finish it, that's it. Bill Gates was given $1 million. Go and read the history of Microsoft by a bank for a young boy who was in a garage. Steve Jobs and his friend Wozniak was given $2 million. Who would have given them that type of money here? Nobody. Let me tell you, Steve Jobs went and brought John Scully. John Scully was the CEO of Pepsi. Steve Jobs sent him a text and continued to send him a text. Do you want to continue selling sugared water, or do you want to be part of changing the world? One day, John Scully got up and said to Pepsi, "Where is President and CEO? I'm leaving this company. I want to go and join these small boys in a garage." Which person will do it here? His people will say that they don't do a medicine. No. Nobody will do it. That's what we have. The government will not support you. You do anything here, the government will not patronize you. They will not patronize white man. They will not do it. So there's so many things we take against. That is where a journalist has to say, let us take it back. Let nobody tell you there's not enough money. No. Tell me what a governor in Nigeria needs a dispatch rider for. What for? If I tell you how we stop fuel, we used to have a fuel dump when I was governor. Fuel dump. It was costing us almost 30 million a month. I said, what is it? They say, hey! I said, shut it down. Take back your country. This country belongs to you. It is your future that they are toying with. You must take it back from them.
Like Obi rightly said, this country belongs to all of us. We must take it back to our own advantage. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than the other Nigerian. Make up your mind to vote in 2023. Vote your conscience. Vote right. I will see you again.